Hi, this is Alex Okoski with Gabe Grant's AET 4813 Advanced Digital Media Technologies class, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial about simple meshes in Photoshop 3D, and as well as how to manipulate the meshes using the different filters such as filter by mesh, filter by material, and filter by light. And I will also be showing you how to add another mesh preset as well, and to group objects. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure, as always, you're in 3D panel. Go up to File and New. Make sure it's created for web. And for tutorial purposes, we're not going to be focused on the dimensions right now, so we'll click OK. And there you have it. The next thing you want to do is there's a little menu down here, and you're going to want to make sure Mesh from Preset is selected. And you have different options. You can make a wine bottle, a soda can, a ring, a donut, a hat, a pyramid, whatever. But for the tutorial purposes, we'll select a cube right here. Hit create, and there's your cube. It's a normal cube. If you click the drop down menu for cube, you can see the front, the right side, the back, left side, the top, and bottom. These ones we'll get into in a little bit. The first option you have is the filter by meshes. And the filter by meshes basically just gives you all the surfaces, and it lets you change the surface but not the material of the object. So if you select the front and you click move on y-axis, it'll move the front up like a door or down. You can move it to the left or right. You can rotate it, and you can also scale it if you would like to make it bigger. You can do the same thing with the right. Move it in, move it up, move it towards you, up, back, the back up, down. And that's basically what you can do. Up here you can change the shadows, cast shadow, catch shadow, or invisible. So this basically just gets rid of the shadows, and this makes the front invisible or whatever side you have selected. The next option we're going to be talking about today is the filter by material option. And you can do a lot of cool things with this. This is where you can change the color and everything. You can only manipulate the material though, not the surface. So you can change the color up here, diffuse, as you see all the swatches and everything. And you could do the same with the specular illumination and ambient. Up here, you can change the texture of everything. To change the list, you can do that, text only. I prefer the large list. You have all these options. We'll go through them. All the cool options. We'll do this one just for tutorial purposes. And to do that for each side, you just basically select the other side, select the same one. And there you have it. Now you have a nice orange box. And to change the different way how it shines and everything, you just go over here and the shine slider. It gets lighter. I move it that way. It gets darker and more defined if I move it this way. The reflection you can also change, as you can see. The roughness. The bump. It just makes it more defined. It kind of looks like a sponge right there. The opacity makes it invisible, more visible, and the refraction. So you can do a lot of cool things with that option. Next would be the filter by lights, and this is just you could add a new light, which I'll show you in a second. You could change the shadow. So if I move it this way, the object gets darker, and the shadow is actually in the right corner here. I move it this way. This side of the object gets darker, and the shadow is right there. If you could see that. Move that back. To add a new light, you just go down here, and you could do a new spotlight, new point light, or new infinite light. I'll just do new spotlight, and new spotlight is just acts as a spotlight. If you go down, if you go up, it adds more light to that. And if you want to get rid of the light, you just right click and you just delete the object, like so. The last thing I'm going to show you is the filter by scene, and with that you can basically do everything from one menu here. You can rotate around, you can do the filter by mesh, filter by material, you can change the color and everything from one scene, but I personally would recommend to do everything from a different menu. One of the last things I'm going to show you is how to add a new mesh preset, and for that you could either right click or go down here to add a new mesh preset. It's the first button, and here's all your presets, and for this we'll do a soda. I'll change it to inches, and there's your soda can. You can get really creative. You can put the soda can on top of your object and make it look as if it were sitting on a table. You can do that with several different objects as well. Last thing I'm going to do is show you how to group your object. You just go back to filter by meshes, and you shift click everything right here, and you can see group objects. You click that, and there it is, your group object. So hopefully you found this tutorial useful, and you are able to go through and navigate all the options. Thank you for your time.